Welcome back to the Grambling State Dynasty, guys. Our Tigers hit the road this week for their first SEC game against the high-powered Florida Gators. First quarter action, Allen drops back, scrambles to his right, drops his shoulders, and picks up 7. Next play, Allen with the 3-step drop, tries to scramble out, trips, and gets knocked down. Gators forced to punt. Tigers take over. Brooks goes up the middle, finds a big hole, and picks up 10. Then Higgbottom with the drop back, tries to hit Gunn on the slant, but is picked off by Henderson, and he's taking it back to the 25-yard line. Interception number 1 on the day. And Florida looks to capitalize. Allen drops back, and it connects with Tony wide open. First and goal, Florida. Next play, Davis takes a sweep right, cuts back, and walks into the end zone. Gators strike first, 7-0. Next Grambling possession, Higgbottom goes back to the air. He throws a low ball to Terrell on the outside for a gain of 13. Next play, Brooks hits a hole on the right, makes a cut, and picks up 6. Then Higgbottom drops back, rolls to his left, tucks it, and takes off. The big QB picks up 13. 2 plays later, Higgbottom goes back to the air. He rolls left, sets his feet, and throws a laser to Joel Thomas. First and goal, Tigers. Then Ellis Jones will walk into the end zone. We are all knotted up at 7 apiece. Gators offense back on the field. Allen hits Davis on the screen. He breaks 1 tackle and fights forward for 9 yards. Then Allen drops back and connects with Gamble. The big tight end sheds a tackle and is finally pulled down after picking up 22 yards. A few plays later, Allen goes back to the air, tons of time in the pocket, and he hits Gamble again, this time for 13. Next play, Davis takes the delay, finds some space, and fights ahead for 10 yards. Then Allen throws a dart to Tony, and it's first and goal, Gators. Next play, Davis takes the power right, breaks a tackle, and gets his second touchdown on the day, 14-7 Florida. Tigers offense back on the field. Higgbottom keeps the option right and bulldozes ahead for 13. Then before the end of the half, Brooks gets popped in the backfield and is still down. Thankfully, he would be okay. Start of the second, Joel Thomas takes the handoff, finds a crease, and stumbles ahead for 11 yards. 2 plays later, Higgbottom drops back, scrambles right, and throws a gorgeous touch pass downfield to Terrell for 19. Few plays later, Higgbottom drops back and tries to thread the needle to Cox, but is picked off by McWilliams. INT number 2 for the Gators. Florida looks to capitalize. Allen with the deep drop, steps up and takes off. McConnell misses, and Allen is off to the races. The QB is finally brought down after a huge gain. Gators settle for 3. Ensuing kickoff, Paxton is back deep. He starts up the seam, bounces it outside, and has some space. The freshman is finally brought down after a 47-yard return. Tigers offense looks to answer. Higgbottom keeps the option right and spins ahead for 9. Then CB23 goes up the middle and finds some space and picks up 11. Next play, Higgbottom drops back and hits Brooks coming out of the backfield. He gets upfield and gets pulled down, and he's still down. CB23 would miss the rest of the game. Next play, Higgbottom hits Bradford on the sideline. The big tight end gets upfield and picks up 14. Then Joel Thomas takes it up the middle and walks into the end zone. Tigers still down a field goal. Next Florida possession, Allen with the drop back, tries to roll out right, but Richard Maynard is there for his first sack on the day. Then on 3rd and long, Davis tries to bounce it to the outside, but Josh Carey is there to lower the boom, sending us to halftime. Grambling State trails 17-14. The story of the first half is turnovers, 2 interceptions by Higgbottom, and then Charlie Brooks missing the rest of the game. Let's see if we can clean up these turnovers here in the second half. Start of the 3rd quarter, Paxton is 5 yards deep in the end zone. He's bringing it out, starts inside, bounces it outside, and he turns on the burners. The freshman goes 105 yards to the house, and just like that, Grambling State takes the lead. Gators take over. Allen drops back. He tries to scramble right, but big Cam Richardson is there for the sack. Then on 2nd down, Allen looks to go to the air again, but he breaks the pocket, but Josh Carey is there to lower the boom for the sack. Gators forced to punt. Tigers offense takes over, and Joel Thomas gets going. He finds space on the left and gains 14. Then Higgbottom drops back and connects with Gunn on the outside for 13. Later in the drive, Thomas will get his second touchdown on the day. Tigers extend their lead to 11. Gators offense takes over. Allen goes play action, rolls right, and hits Monroe on the out for 15. Then Davis takes the handoff, waits, finds some space, bowls over Smith for a gain of 12. A few plays later, Allen goes back to the air and has tons of time in the pocket. Finally, he hits Gamble on the comeback, and he gains 23. Then Davis takes the handoff and cuts left and scores his third touchdown on the day. Tigers lead cut to 4. Next GSU possession, Thomas gets going again, hitting a hole up the middle for 7. But the timing of the passing game would rear its ugly head. Higginbottom is picked off for the third time, this time by Wilson. And the Gators look to turn turnovers into points. Davis finds a crease on the left and finds some space. He's brought down after an 18-yard pickup. Then Malik Davis would bowl his way into the end zone. TD number 4 on the day. Gators regain the lead. Tigers now down 3, and Thomas continues his big day, this time picking up 7. Then number 9 finds some space up the gut and gains 11. A few plays later, Thomas is still running hard, goes up the middle, and muscles his way to a 10-yard pickup. 2 plays later, Higginbottom sets up the screen for Paxton. He starts wide, cuts back to his side, and gets the first down. Then Thomas takes the rock up the middle and weaves to an 8-yard gain. 3 plays later, Thomas gets his third touchdown on the day. Grambling State regains the lead. But here come the Gators. Davis takes the delay, cuts left, and has tons of space. He jukes and spins his way to 23 yards. Then Allen drops back and hits Robinson on the check down for 7. Few plays later, Allen with the deep drop tries to scramble right, but is stood up and sacked by Richard Maynard. 3rd and long for the Gators. Allen from the gun. He's got tons of time in the pocket, and he's looking to go deep. He throws it up into triple coverage to Moore, and he comes down with it in the end zone. Touchdown Gators. What a pitch and catch. Less than a minute left for the Tigers. Paxton brings a kickoff out of the end zone. Starts up the middle, makes a cut, hits the sideline, and returns at 42 yards. The offense looks to get into field goal range. Higginbottom drops back, scrambles left, throws it to Cox, but is picked off by Davis, and that would do it. Higginbottom throws his 4th interception on the day, and Florida wins in a thriller in Gainesville, 38-35. A terrible day for Jeremy Higginbottom, 8 of 21 for 119 yards and 4 interceptions. On the ground, Charlie Brooks' 100-yard streak comes to an end after getting hurt, but Joel Thomas came in and carried the load, 22 carries for 120 yards and 3 scores. On defense, Josh Carey was all over the place. 15 tackles, 4 for a loss, and a sack, and Big Richard Maynard finished with 2 sacks. Tough loss for our Tigers. They go into the bye week 1-1 and have another tough matchup with Georgia coming up next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're brand new. And don't forget to hit those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Twitter, IG, and Facebook at Big C Got Game. Coming up, we're going to take a look at the recruiting class, and we have a few surprises. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.